For our research paper, we will be analyzing Nike's digital experience. Nike's global brand revenues decreased in 2020 due to the pandemic. There was a decline in sales in footwear, apparel, equipment, and Nike wholesale division. The Nike Direct business grew by 75% in 2020 because customers were primarily shopping online. From historical data analysis and interviews with a retail brand manager and a sales associate, we have determined Nike needs to increase in-store foot traffic while maintaining its Nike Direct channels to shift away from wholesale. Our strategy suggestions include customer acquisition through membership signups, customer retention by a new chat feature, experiential strategies through Nike Live stores, and a pop-up collaboration with Adder Error.
As for the financial state of Nike, we gather data from a consolidated financial operations overview from US Securities and Exchange Commission information to recap Nike's financial growth from 2018, 2019, and 2020. Footwear fiscal sales increased from $22.3 billion in 2018 to $24.2 billion in 2019, and finally decreased to $23.3 billion in 2020. The numbers show that there was a decrease in demand for running, training, basketball, football, and sportswear gear because people weren't running outside and training for more than half of the year. Nike sales to wholesale customers decreased in 2020, but sales from Nike wholesale operations increased in 2020. There was a 5% increase in sales from Nike Direct and sales from wholesale operations to Nike Direct. This dataset supports the fact that the digital brand experience was the fastest growing channel, as 75% of Nike's revenue was from Nike Direct in 2020. Revenues are impacted due to high inventory, updated payment structures with wholesale accounts, factory cancellation costs, high sales capital reserves, and volatile economy. Nike is using its comparable store sales to measure the performance of established Nike stores that were temporarily closed due to the pandemic. Nike is also planning to strengthen its partnerships with Foot Locker Inc. and Nordstrom Inc. to drive digital sale and therefore growing its operations in the US. As far as Nike employees, Nike was forced to reduce its task force as of January 2021. Operating overhead expenses have increased due to higher wage-related and administrative expenses to support in high-tech digital competency. The retail stores, distribution, and manufacturing centers were not affected by the reduction of this task force. Consumer direct acceleration is the next phase of Nike's strategy to increase speed in their direct-to-consumer efforts while focusing on the company's digital ecosystem. This will create a loss in jobs. Nike is also implementing job cuts in phases and creating new job classifications. However, other seasonal jobs will be offered in Q1 2022.
The footwear industry is extremely competitive, with Nike holding the largest market share. Its total revenue for the US in 2020 was $23.3 billion US dollars, which is more than the global revenue of its competitors combined. Nike aligns itself with a younger, progressive demographic and attributes its success and popularity to innovative new technologies like live stores and revolutionary apparel tech. In comparison, Adidas has shifted its focus towards sustainable fashion, and Puma introduced sneakers for gamers, which is a market that has not been touched by its competitors yet. Under Armour launched a manufacturing innovation center called Lighthouse to design custom footwear and apparel by utilizing 3D printing and body scanning technology. Through the Nike SWOT analysis, we identified the brand's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to narrow down on customer acquisition and retention strategies. This brand positioning map helps us visualize where Nike stands in comparison to other competitor brands such as Adidas, Under Armour, Puma on the variables of price and style.
For Nike's customer journey map, we've divided the process into three aspects, which are before, during, and after the purchase. The notion of bringing Nike into customers' daily life has been a strong driving force and starting point of making purchases. In the meantime, it is necessary to get information about a product and where to get it before starting the overall purchasing process. That is, the quality, type, price, available associated discount, and store where the product is available.
To understand the needs of its consumer base, Nike has implemented various technologies and deployed omni-channel services to boost its membership program with apps including Nike Plus, Sneakers, and Nike Run Club. This would help in predicting the demands and gathering insights of consumers, which in turn would improve their direct-to-customer strategies. By prioritizing digitization and blending it with e-commerce strategies, Nike has created a digitally enabled journey which allows customers to interact with the products using QR codes, get personalized recommendations and exclusive offers, pick up items through their inline service, and make payments directly, all through the Nike app. Nike gives its app members the opportunity to get coaching tips, track their running data, play music through Spotify, and access to exclusive offers and discounts. By focusing on a customer's experience before, during, and after the purchase, Nike builds loyalty and trust with its clients by giving them a personalized experience every time.
From the financial filings of 2020, Nike has lost 38% of its revenue in the fourth quarter due to a decline in foot traffic. Foot traffic is equally as essential in increasing revenues in 2020. The current customer-facing technologies Nike uses is its flagship stores and the Nike Direct. The flagship store offers a shoe customization bar that takes 5 to 10 minutes to customize a shoe. QR codes under every product as a guide to the whole store. Nike associates use mobile devices to communicate with customers in store. For example, when your fitting room is ready, a store associate sends a notification to your phone. Instant contactless checkouts on every floor. Pickup service by scanning the member pass. Scheduling appointments with Nike experts. Notification alerting customers of their proximity to the retail stores. This was a recent implementation that was told to us by the Nike retail manager that we interviewed. The Nike Direct technology creates the seamless omni-channel in-store and online retail experience, allowing Nike members to access to inventory, in-store and online, shipping, pickups, and scheduling appointments with store representatives. This creates the need for customers to be a Nike member to have the ultimate convenient retail experience. This also gives Nike the opportunity to collect crucial customer data through acquisition to maximize efficiency and conversions in store and online.
For Nike's customer acquisition strategies, we suggest investing $20 million from Nike Direct Sales to promote the flagship store and amenities. Sales associates, managers, and brand ambassadors can encourage people to download the Nike app, sign up for the membership, and promote app benefits which can enhance a customer's in-store and online experience. This can be done by implementing QR codes for contactless shopping and using GPS to alert members about a store's proximity to their current location. This is a great way for Nike to bring customers into the store after the pandemic. Nike's omni-channel initiatives include combining the Nike app and flagship digital store experience into marketing strategies to prepare for the uptake in retail store footprint. Another way Nike can increase customer acquisition through memberships is by curating smaller, in-store experiences tailored to serve its members.
The customer retention strategy will focus on dedicating an initial $10 million towards developing an inbuilt social chat feature on the website and app for community building and engagement purposes. The social chat feature will be designed to allow customers to create their own groups with other Nike members and employees to discuss brand culture, forums with inspiration and aspirations, discussion posts on style, and discussing Nike products. The budget will go towards developing the chat feature, daily maintenance on the back end, marketing strategies to promote the new feature, for example, hiring brand ambassadors to promote this new feature. This feature will also collect important data with more information on consumer needs, foster a community within Nike's own platform so that they can own their own data, create new employment opportunities for freelancers and seasonal employees.
Along with the Nike Life stores, we recommend investing $150 million from the demand creation expense to create intimate experiences like pop-up stores in collaborations with another brand like Adder Arrow. This value proposition for Nike in this collaborative pop-up experience will widen Nike's streetwear demographic further in the United States and amongst other Asian markets. The value proposition for Adder Arrow would be an emergence into the United States market with a major company like Nike. The $150 million would go towards renting a retail space, interior design, wages for seasonal employees, marketing and promotion for the events, and other expenses. The apparel designed from this collaboration will be exclusively sold at the pop-up store, and all customers must be a Nike member to participate in this digital experience. This will increase foot traffic to the store and will give Nike and Adder Arrow an opportunity to collect customer data. This strategy will focus on cross-selling, upselling, and customer acquisition and retention for Nike and Adder Arrow. Adder Arrow has collaborated Puma in 2019 and exhibiting that a Nike and Adder Arrow collaboration worth looking into. The Nike and Adder Arrow experience creates a new community initiative for both parties involved, and a major brand like Nike will give more exposure to a smaller startup company like Adder Arrow, thus giving them more visibility and emergence in the United States and ultimately a global reach.
To conclude, we think that the strategic plan requires Nike to invest a total of $180 million between customer acquisition, customer retention, and experimental strategies to continue to bolster the Nike Direct omnichannel experience while focusing on collecting membership and increasing foot traffic as Nike gears up for the return of in-person shopping. The advancement of Nike Direct during the pandemic has generated useful information that Nike can use to predict the needs of their customers in 2020. We believe implementing these strategies will further enhance customer interaction online through Nike Direct and at their retail stores through Nike Life and pop-up store experiences, while collecting and analyzing important data to help Nike better cater to their customers.